Hi, this is Damian at ProvenWorks, and I'm going to show you how users on Experience Cloud can import data with Impowr. Impowr uses components, like this one, which are pre-configured by an admin with the rules that the import will follow. So that's object destination, field mapping, matching criteria, even sheet selection, and a complex workbook template. So this component's been pre-configured as described, in this case just loading some leads into Salesforce. So all the user needs to do here is choose their file, and that's the only choice they have to make. So everything's on Rails from their perspective. So I'm going to grab this spreadsheet here. It's an XLSX file. Again, we support complex workbooks, not just CSVs, and load it in. So as this is importing, I'm just going to describe what happens with errors. So the user is going to be governed by their own rules. So any validation rules, any CRUD FLS settings that apply to them will apply when they use Impowr. And that means if they hit a validation rule, that's going to be presented to them as an error. And Impowr is designed so the user can respond to those error reports. So I've had 194 leads inserted and I've got 3 errors. And we do have 2 options for error handling. You can either have the entire operation fail and revert, or like we have here, insert those 194 but present 3 as an error. So the user can then download an error report. And that error report, if I open it up, the same format as the source document, all the same column headers, just presented as a simple CSV with one additional column for the errors. Now I've got our address tool solution also installed here, so I've got some validation failures here on address data. So I've got a misspelling of Mexico here. So as a user, I can then tweak that. And the other one, so I've got, this should be El Paso instead of Fremont. We've got a bad country name here, so or bad mismatch of the state. So this should be United Kingdom. And your user is always going to be closer to the data than any admin that an error would otherwise go to. So allowing the users to solve their own problems, solve their own issues with the data themselves, allows the user to complete the process start to finish. So I've saved this error report with those changes. Now if I start again, I can just grab that error sheet and drop it straight in to complete my process. So those last 3 rows now, I can get those in now that I've solved those data problems. And again, we didn't have to reach out to support or anything for this. The user was able to solve that problem themselves and get the process done. So that's Impowr on Experience Cloud, enabling use cases like point of sale data, warranty claims, any kind of partner metrics where you've got a customer, associate, partner, anyone on your Experience Cloud page who needs to import data into your Salesforce org. Hope you enjoyed the video. Have a great day.